Well, the IDF is claiming another group of people is a threat to them. Like, what isn't a threat to the Israeli government? The media, doctors, babies, kids, people throwing rocks, people just filming. You got people just living in the West Bank. It seemed like everything is a threat to the Israeli government. It is wild how they still use just anything and everything being a threat as a justification for murdering people. I mean, it eventually becomes mute when you're killing unarmed people that are just trying to, live and not die being holed up in like a UN shelter or church.
Today, Hezbollah fired an anti-tank missile from Lebanon, hitting a Greek Orthodox church in northern Israel, wounding 2 Israeli Christians. When IDF troops arrived,
Wait, am I supposed to believe that the Israeli government cares about Christians when they're killing Christians in Gaza? Like, what a sniper that is killing people, or, well, the snipers, I should say, that are killing people that are held up in a Catholic church in Gaza. I mean, that's known about. The Catholic Church even condemned the Israeli government about that, saying it was senseless violence. Like, come on. How can you care about how can you claim to care about Christians dying when when you're ordering your military to kill Christians?
to evacuate the wounded, Hezbollah terrorists fired another missile at the church, wounding 9 of our soldiers. Shortly after Hezbollah deliberately fired at the church, Hezbollah then fired at Israel from next to a mosque in Lebanon. We shared clear video evidence of this so that Hezbollah's violations of international law are on full display to the world.
Well, that's hilarious. They wanted video evidence of one group of people violating international law while have tons and tons of videos against them for violating international law, and yet they don't care about it. Why is it that the Israeli government thinks they get to hold other groups of people to international standards while also breaking international laws? That is pretty wild.
Iran backed Hezbollah in Lebanon follows the same extremist and dangerous ideology as Hamas's. Firing
This is the same Hamas that the Israeli government, uh, backed by Bibi Netanyahu, who has helped Hamas get funds coming through Qatar. Bibi Netanyahu is a funder of terrorism by funding Hamas. If you dislike Hamas, then you should dislike Bibi Netanyahu, who is funding terrorism. And it's wild that he's not condemned for that, because anybody else who helps fund Hamas is condemned for it.
from holy sites in Lebanon and Gaza, firing at holy sites across Israel. Hezbollah's committing war crimes by indiscriminately attacking places of worship, just like Hamas.
Wait, also, just like the Israeli government that is indiscriminately bombing places in Gaza and the West Bank, that is indiscriminately bombing hospitals and houses and churches and mosques and stuff. It is wild how the crimes that they're committing, they're condemning another group for. It's like, how can you actually do that and think you're the good guys or the victims?
Hezbollah is risking the stability of the region for the sake of Hamas. Hezbollah started attacking Israel on October 7th, and it's been increasing its attacks ever since.
Yeah, just like how the Israeli settlers have been increasing their attacks ever since October 7th and trying to drive out more Palestinians from the West Bank and take their land. And these people are funded by the Israeli government, given weapons by the Israeli government, and protected by the IDF. That is domestic terrorism, no matter what you claim.
The IDF has been responding and will continue to respond. Hezbollah is trying to drag the country of Lebanon and the region into this war that Hamas started.
Yeah, Hamas, that is funded with the help of the Israeli government. It is the Israeli government that has started this. They use Hamas to attack Israelis in Israel so that they can continue their genocide of the Palestinian people.
If Hezbollah continues, they will bear the consequences and the responsibility for the outcome. An unnecessary war aimed at fulfilling an ISIS ideology that could bring an unwanted destruction to the people of Lebanon in this war they don't deserve.
Wow, they're threatening the Lebanese people with collective punishment by the action of Hezbollah. It is a war crime to collectively punish people, but the Israeli government is totally fine with collective punishment.
A war that the entire region doesn't deserve. We are preparing for all scenarios. Should a diplomatic solution not be found to Hezbollah's constant violations of UN Security Council Resolution 1701.
Well, it's hilarious how this dude is trying to hold one group of people to a UN resolution when they don't care about UN resolutions whatsoever. They don't follow UN resolutions nor international law.
Hezbollah is a threat to Israel, Lebanon, and the entire region.